Christmas time is here. The best thing about Christmas clearly is the presents and the treats, right? One of the ones that means the most to me has got to be Silent Night. Have you guys ever heard any other kids say, Santa Claus isn't real?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you say to those kids when they say that? Hey everybody, I've been eating some chocolate, I've been shopping in some toy stores, I've been going to some candy stores. Oh, the best thing about Christmas clearly is the presents and the treats, right? Well, getting presents is one thing, but even by first grade, I feel like a lot of my friends realize that giving presents is so much fun. But even with all this giving presents and getting presents and eating delicious treats and sitting by the Yule log, if anybody does that anymore, sometimes there can still be something missing. It's like just the stuff isn't enough. Now, the more I've tried to understand why this is, like how does this happen? There's peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to remember not only the people in our own family, the people that we love and our friends, but the people in our community. I find that when I take the time, oh, those are weird. Oh, look at those. I've never seen anything like that before. Sometimes I find that when I set aside some time to go and visit senior friends in my community, to tell them stories and to meet them, that is something that fills me with such gladness, and I think it makes them pretty glad too. I love to go to elementary schools and libraries and meet kids and families and tell them stories and hear their stories. Oh, ice cream. Oh, that guy's making fudge. This one would look great on Susan Keller. Anyways, I digress. Peace on earth and goodwill towards men. What are some of the ways that you can care for the people in your community this holiday season? Maybe go and volunteer at a soup kitchen, or do some extra shopping and give them to Toys for Tots. And if you love to entertain, to set a beautiful table and bring people together, think about who else you know might be alone. Who else could you invite to be at your table? Presents, treats, goodwill towards men. These are the things that make the holidays merry and bright. I got a little more shopping to do. I'll catch up with you later. Why is it that we spend so much time singing and dreaming about white Christmases? I mean, other than, of course, the ability to, throw these. Ow. Oh, sorry. When did they decide that white Christmases was the best way to have Christmas? I think I maybe figured it out. So when our ancestors first moved to this country from wherever they came from, a lot of them moved to farms where it snowed a lot. So those earliest Christmases that our families had memories of, the memories that they were sharing and turning into stories, and all those warm feelings that became paintings and books and postcards and greeting cards and advertisements, those were the things that people eventually started writing songs about too. Now, the only problem that I have with any of this is that a lot of us today, when we're celebrating among the cactuses, think to ourselves, oh, maybe my Christmas isn't quite as perfect as everybody else's. I know that feelings of perfection can be a hard thing to deal with at Christmas time. I remember when my mom passed away, and it was coming to be Christmas, and we all thought, oh no, how are we ever going to be able to enjoy Christmas ever again? But what we decided to do was we got rid of some of the traditions that Mom liked that none of the rest of us did. We let those go. We kept the traditions that all of us really did care about. And then we even invented some new ones. We canceled the Christmas turkey and made a Christmas lasagna. And that was a really great way for us to be able to discover that, hey, Christmas can still be filled with peace and joy, even when there isn't perfection. It doesn't matter whether it looks like this or the Sahara Desert. Christmas can still be filled with peace and joy. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have you guys ever heard any other kids say, Santa Claus isn't real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say to those kids when they say that?
They're real.
Yeah.
And he won't give you presents.
If you say that to him, and if you also say Santa Claus is dumb, he won't give you any more presents.
Would you want to give presents to somebody if they told you that you were dumb?
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give them any flowers either.
No flowers?
If they were a grown up, yeah, I would have gave them payback.
Payback? Ruh-roh.
Bad payback.
That sounds more like an April Fool's Day episode. Does Santa Claus visit your house?
Kind of.
Yeah, he comes to it every time.
Every time. Nice. He makes it every year.
But we don't see him in real life.
I saw him at the gym when I was 4, and we got to share what we were asking for Christmas, and we got to sit on his lap.
Wow.
That's the only time we see him. At night, I'm trying to see him because I want to see him carrying the bag.
I don't go to a fancy gym like you guys. Santa only comes to my mall.
Bye.
Hey, wait, we're not done yet. Do you guys have any special traditions?
I like at the PJ time, where you get to pick out your PJs and you get to wear them at Christmas time.
Pajama time. Now, this is something that we didn't have in our family. Lethal, can you tell me a little bit about what the pajama time is all about?
It's where we take turns, and this year is Cece's, and she picks Barbies.
And the boys get to wear Ken ones.
Okay. So then, am I right in understanding that you picked the pajamas last year?
Yeah, I picked Star Wars.
Now, did everybody get the same one?
No, they had different faces on them.
I believe Lethal had Darth Vader pajamas.
Okay.
And I believe Cecilia had stormtroopers on her. I had Chewbacca PJ pants.
Awesome. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Dashing through the snow with a one-horse open sleigh, laughing all the way. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, nice. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Dashing through the snow, because the funny part about it is when the grandma shot the tree and made it pee.
I don't think I know that version of this song. Can you sing it for me?
Dashing through the snow, what is that red? Bumped into a tree, got stitches in my head. Son ran up at the office, saw the gun in her hand, shot a tree and made it pee.
Wow. Just like Irving Berlin. Do you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me?
Adam is the coolest videotaper.
That's my favorite question ever. You can come on Adam's Answers anytime you want. Well, Lethal, your turn.
I give your videos thumbs up every time I see them.
Awesome!
You're the best in the world.
Thank you. What's one of your all-time favorite holiday songs? One of the ones that gets you most in the holiday spirits? One of the ones that means the most to me has got to be Silent Night. And frankly, I think the reason that it means so much is because of the story behind it. In 1818, in a small church in Oberndorf, Austria, actually, this place where I'm standing now is an exact replica of that space. Joseph Moore, a pastor, had written a poem that went, "Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright." And then he asked his friend Franz Gruber to write a melody to that. Well, there was a little bit of a problem. Christmas came around and the organ was broken. Mice had eaten away the inside of it. So the two men had to perform the song on guitar, just like this one here, with one of the guys singing bass and the other guy singing tenor. Now, in those days, that was not a common way for great songs to be performed. And yet, one of the greatest Christmas carols of all time, a song still performed 200 years later, was born. It's one of the most beloved Christmas carols of all time. It's a song that people turn to in their darkest hour, a song that people will find when they need a little bit of hope. It's a song that's been sung all around the world in every single language. At Christmas time, we all kind of want for things to be perfect. But let's be honest, they rarely are. So this year, when things don't go quite right for you, will you yell? Will you bottle it and fester? Or are you going to see it as an opportunity to try something different? Will you see that there's an opportunity to make lemonade out of lemons, or Silent Night out of a broken church organ? Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you later. Subscribe for more videos. Bye.
Picture perfect, picture Christmas scene I could possibly imagine. That was a little weird. I'm gonna start again.